Topic 3. What exactly is then trademark? See, we can all easily get confused on the subject of trademark when we think from different angles. For a marketing person, he will talk about brand name. But when we talk to a legal person, he will talk about trademark. So it's very important to understand what is the difference between brand name and, and a trademark. Also, can I have copyright and trademark at the same time? So these are some important aspects for us to know from legal point of view. Now here, again taking example of Parle G biscuit. Parle G is a logo, it's a trademark, which is registered trademark. If you see, they have put name R. Now when it is registered, that does mean that you cannot copy it. But when you put TM, trademark, that does mean that you have applied for protection or you are in a process of applying for that protection. So in that case, it's a kind of a warning sign to your competitors that do not attempt to register your product in the same name because I am already going for trademark protection on this product. Now, the trade name is different. It is Parle Products. So Parle Product is manufacturing this biscuits which are having a trademark Parle G. Now, where that copyright will come? Copyright will come when Parle G wants to ensure that the design which they have put, the red color background, the G capital letter which they have put, and the font which they have selected, nobody else copies even that. That is where they will go for copyright protection. So they will take copyright protection and then they will use this trademark to do their business. So copyright has a limited purpose, that is to protect your design that nobody else can copy it. So you are having that much assurance that even your trademark logo is not copied or is not diluted by somebody else. And then you will have your brand and you will have your trademark. Now, why all brands are not trademarks? Because many times companies do not want to have multiple trademarks, but they want to have multiple brands as they want to experiment in the market. So a brand can be withdrawn, a trademark cannot be withdrawn easily because it remains in the memory of people for a long time. So this is where let us see some examples which will make it very, very clear. So here you see some words. Aspirin, Escalator, these were all well-known brands at one point of time. Actually, Aspirin was such a well-known brand name that in Treaty of Versailles, it was mentioned that Bayer, which was a German company, cannot use this trademark now, and this can be used by anyone else. Such is a power of Aspirin. Now today also you say App Store. App Store actually is a trademark of Apple, but we are using it for Google Play Store also. It has become so much common. App Store, like Photoshop. Photoshop is an exclusive word which is trademarked by Adobe. But we use for any photo cropping, we say, let us do Photoshop. So sometimes the trademarks can become generic names, and companies then end up spending a lot of efforts to protect this trademark. So that is a power of trademark. Now, let us take an example of Amul here. See, Amul, the trade name is National Dairy Development Board. That is the name under which they are doing this trade. And the trademark is Amul. And then they can have brand, like they have Amul Taza, Amul Gold, Amul Masti. These are the different brands which they have. They can withdraw this brand anytime. The trademark remains Amul. So here Amul has taken a decision that whatever products they are selling, they will have Amul as a prefix and they will try to take advantage of that trademark reputation along with a new brand which they are launching. So we have to remember that all brands are not trademarks. This is very important for a legal person to know. And when we talk about copyright and trademark, Copyright will always help you protect the artistic work, but trademark will protect of doing business with the artistic work. Now, what it matters that what why trademark, again let us go back to this, that why trademark is important for in different old and new businesses. So for old businesses it is protecting their long standing reputation, whereas for new business it is to get quickly as getting a name in the market, getting attention of the customer. So that is where the objectives are there. And when we think from legal point of view, this is where we have to focus, whether it's an old business or a new business. If you're an old business, you get automatic protection. See, suppose Infosys, they didn't have to fight hard. They went and said that we have a long-standing reputation, so Infosys International cannot do business with the name, with this same logo, because this is dilution of our logo. And there is a very interesting case. Amul ice cream went to Supreme Court against Quality Walls. What was the contention? Amul said, we are selling Amul ice cream. Amul is a very well known brand. It is selling ice cream. Now, by definition, ice cream is made of from milk, and that is what the common person thinks. But what Quality Walls is doing, they are not selling product which is made up from milk, and that is where it is blurring of my brand, and I should get brand protection. And Amul won the case. If you see, Quality Walls now says that we are selling frozen desserts, not ice cream. So that is where trademark is giving protection of blurring of brand. Now here the brand is associated with a attribute of a product, that this is what the product is. So somewhere the trademark is now extending from just being a symbol or sign to a physical attribute of a product. So this is what is trademark, what makes trademark unique. Now, next topic, let us go that how trademark should be selected, because this is very important, that how trademark is selected.